They raised their guns above their heads and began spinning the cylinders frantically. Then they pointed the guns forward. At the host's command, everyone chambered their rounds. As soon as the light bulb in the room lit up, they had to pull the trigger simultaneously. The audience below held their breath, because the participants on stage were the subjects of their bets. At the host's signal, the light came on. The first round ended. 4 contestants lost their eligibility. The remaining players breathed a sigh of relief, but the host called over security guards. Contestant number 13, Vince, hadn't fired his gun. He was caught violating the game rules and had to make up for it immediately, or he'd be eliminated. Having never experienced anything like this before, Vince was terrified, but he now faced only 2 choices: comply or be disqualified. After the first round, all contestants went backstage for a brief rest. Due to Vince's earlier performance, his backers were extremely displeased. They warned Vince not to break the rules again, because the organizers' power was not something they could challenge. In the second round, the difficulty escalated. This time, they had to load 2 bullets, which meant the elimination rate would increase dramatically. The same process began again. When the light came on, several more people were disqualified. Vince was lucky and survived once more. After each round, the audience could choose new betting targets. Whoever won after 3 rounds would claim the massive prize money. The third round began with another difficulty spike. This time, the bullet count rose to 3. By now, the tension had drained from Vince's face. He calmly completed the required actions. The light came on, and more contestants were eliminated. Though Vince could now claim his corresponding winnings, according to the game rules, from the remaining 5 players, 2 still had to be selected for the ultimate showdown. Of course, the stakes would double again. All the backers simultaneously raised balls concealing numbers. One of them was Vince's. Since this was the final duel, the risk factor escalated once more. Each gun was loaded with 4 bullets. The 2 faced each other, prepared to execute the final rule. Unexpectedly, both managed to survive simultaneously. Vince looked utterly incredulous, while his opponent began dry heaving from extreme tension. To increase the odds, the organizers made them add another bullet. Everyone in the audience stared intensely at the 2 contestants. This time, Vince's opponent wasn't so fortunate. He was eliminated immediately. Vince was escorted to the settlement area and received a full bag of cash on the spot. His backer offered to drive him to the nearest train station. Without hesitation, Vince accepted. He pretended to return to his room to pack, but instead took the opportunity to escape quietly. At that moment, he trusted no one. The next day, Vince snuck to the train station, but out of caution, he didn't dare carry all the cash with him. So he went to the post office, packaged all the money, and chose to mail it home. What he didn't know was that his trip to the station had been exposed. A losing gambler had set his sights on Vince. By the time he realized it, he understood his chances of survival were slim. Sure enough, the moment he stood up,